The Arable Land Ratio, a limit to growth and a warning for the future. Introduction. The arable land to total land area ratio measures the percentage of a country's land suitable for growing temporary crops such as grains, pulses, and vegetables, those replanted annually, while excluding forests, pastures, urban zones, water bodies, permanent plantations, e.g. orchards, oil palm, and barren terrain, in line with FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, classification. This metric is crucial for understanding a nation's food production capacity, resilience to global supply shocks, and natural constraints. Countries rich in river deltas and flat plains enjoy higher ratios, while mountainous, forested, urbanized, or arid regions typically score lower. The ratio serves as a structural foundation upon which agriculture, food security, and even demographic policies must rest. Selected countries ranked by arable land ratio, descending order. 1. Bangladesh, 60.5%. 2. Denmark, 58.9%. 3. Ukraine, 56.8%. 5. India, 53%. Argentina, 52%. 7. Poland, 39%. 8. Germany, 34%. 9. United Kingdom, 34%. 10. Thailand, 33.6%. 11. Vietnam, 32%. 12. Mexico, 31%. 13. Netherlands, 27%. 14. Belgium, 25%. 15. Philippines, 18%. 16. United States, 17. Myanmar, 16.8%. 18. Indonesia, 13%. 19. China, 12%. 20. Lao PDR, 5.3. 21. Canada, 5%. 22. Australia, 4%. 23. Egypt, 4%. 24. Russia, 3.8%. 25. Kazakhstan, 3.5%. 26. Malaysia, 2.5%. 27. Brunei, 0.8%. 28. Singapore, 0.8%. 29. Oman, 0.2%. These examples offer a snapshot of how physical geography constrains agricultural potential. Countries with expansive floodplains and alluvial soil dominate the upper tier. Nations with deserts, highlands, or dense forests tend to fall below 10%. ASEAN arable land ratios, descending order. Thailand, 33.6%. Vietnam, 32%. Cambodia, 23.3%. Philippines, 18.7%. Myanmar, 16.8%. Indonesia, 13%. Lao PDR, 5.3%. Malaysia, 5.8%. Singapore, 0.8%. Southeast Asia presents a mixed picture. The Mekong and Chao Phraya basins have gifted Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia with expansive rice-growing capacity. In contrast, Malaysia, Brunei, and Singapore contend with challenging topography and limited fertile lowlands. Malaysia, a national ceiling at 2.5%. Malaysia's arable land ratio stands at just 2.5%, far below global norms. This sharply limits its ability to grow staple food crops like rice, vegetables, and grains. Unlike its neighbors Thailand and Vietnam, Malaysia lacks vast river systems or broad floodplains. At the Titiwangsa mountain range runs down the center of peninsular Malaysia, hemming in arable zones. Its rivers are short and swift, leading to smaller delta formations and hence less cropland. Much of Malaysia's territory, especially in East Malaysia, is covered by dense rainforest or steep uplands, unsuitable for traditional agriculture. Additionally, acid lateritic soils, high rainfall, and erosion risks further constrain land use. A significant portion of land is allocated to permanent crops such as oil palm and rubber, which do not count as arable under FAO definitions. The brick wall of growth. Malaysia's arable land ceiling represents a natural brick wall to food production. No amount of technology or mechanization can create new flat, fertile terrain where none exists. While agricultural modernization, agrovoltaics, and land use intensification may improve productivity on existing arable land, they cannot defy geography. The national food balance is acutely vulnerable to climate shocks, global supply chain disruptions, and geopolitical conflict. The country already imports more than 70% of its rice and all its wheat. Over-reliance on imports exposes lower-income Malaysians to inflation and food insecurity. A case for demographic management. Given its immovable land ceiling, Malaysia must manage population growth with geographic realism. Rising demand on limited arable land places pressure on national food security and price stability. Fertility rates, urban sprawl, and land conversion policies must be aligned with sustainable agricultural limits. The pursuit of economic development should be reoriented to reflect ecological carrying capacity. The idea that development is endlessly scalable is incompatible with hard geographic constraints. Planning must acknowledge this invisible boundary. Global contrasts. By contrast, countries like Bangladesh, Ukraine, and Argentina enjoy large flatlands and deep soil beds, ideal for growing cereals. These natural advantages insulate them from food crises and offer room for agricultural growth. Even within arid regions, Egypt has invested in irrigation megaprojects to offset its low natural ratio. Meanwhile, urbanized nations like Singapore, 0.8%, and Oman, 0.2%, epitomize the extreme low end. Their food security is achieved almost entirely through trade, technology, and strategic reserves. Implications for policy and food security. The arable land ratio demands attention from planners, economists, and security officials. High-ratio countries can afford export-oriented agriculture. Low-ratio countries like Malaysia must diversify import sources to reduce dependency, invest in vertical and precision agriculture, build up national food stockpiles, integrate food security into foreign policy, monitor population size in line with land carrying capacity. In the age of climate disruption, wars, and trade conflict, low-ratio countries have limited margin for error. Malaysia's 2.5% ratio is not just a statistic. It's a national boundary condition that should shape everything from fertility targets to trade policy. Conclusion. The arable land ratio offers a powerful lens for understanding national vulnerability and potential. For Malaysia, the 2.5% figure represents a hard cap on domestic food production. It demands adaptive policy, technological innovation, and demographic foresight. As climate and geopolitical tensions rise, only those who recognize and respect these natural boundaries will endure with resilience. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope, so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly, clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again. Its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.